Ever heard of a place, a whole town, whose entire identity was shaped by one single act of heroism? Well, today, we're diving into the story of a place just like that. It's called Bari Sadri.
And yeah, this is not just some random town on a map. We're talking about a place that was literally built on a foundation of sacrifice. And it has this incredibly powerful connection to one of history's great figures, Maharana Pratap. You know, the legendary king of Mewar, famous for his unbreakable spirit.
So, if you look at the official records, you'll see this number, 1958. That's when the modern town was officially set up. Kinda recent, right? But, and this is a big but, that date doesn't even scratch the surface of the real story. The soul of this town, well, that was forged centuries ago on a legendary battlefield. Okay, so let's get our bearings. We're diving into Bari Sadri. Officially, it's a town and a municipality over in the Chittagong district of Rajasthan. But like we said, those are just the basic facts. There's so much more underneath. Now, if you're a numbers person, you might glance at this and think, okay, what's the big deal? Back in 2011, the population was just over 15,000 split into 20 wards. Yeah, by today's standards, that's a pretty small town. But trust me, its influence and its story are huge. And that story, that big story, it all starts with this deep, foundational link to the legendary Mewar dynasty and one incredible act of bravery.
Okay, this is it. This is the absolute heart of Bari Sadri's identity. I want you to just picture this. The famous battle of Haldigati is raging. Maharana Pratap's life is hanging by a thread. And in that critical moment, a man named Jalaman Singh makes an unbelievable choice. He takes the royal insignia, the symbol of the king, and puts it on himself. He basically becomes a human target, drawing all the enemy fire to save his king. I mean, wow. That act of loyalty, it didn't just help win a battle, it created a legacy. And because of that, his family, his descendants, were given the prestigious title of Rajrana and the highest honors in the entire Mewar court.
And that's what's so incredible, so unique about this town's heritage. Think about it. Its status, its honor, it wasn't won by conquering others. It was earned through protecting someone else, through selfless sacrifice. That idea, it defines absolutely everything about this place.
And the best part is, this history isn't just some dusty old story in a book. It's literally carved into the town's landscape. You can go there today and see these 8 beautiful, intricate stepwells. They're called baoris, that were the lifeblood of the community. You can feel the history in the 19 temples dedicated to Sharbhujanath. And what's just amazing is that the royal family still provides the materials for worship at these temples. To this day, it's a living, breathing connection to a promise made hundreds of years ago.
So that idea of a living link is the perfect way to jump to the present day.
How does a town with such a deep history actually work in the 21st century? Let's take a look. And what's really cool is that even the modern stuff has historical roots. Take the railway line, for example. The one connecting to Mavli Junction? That's not something new. It's been there, serving the town, since the era of the princely kingdoms. That just shows you how important this place has been for a very, very long time.
And today, Bari Sadri is way more than just a historical landmark. It's the administrative heartbeat of the whole region. I mean, you've got the subdivisional office, the courts, and all the departments that keep things running. Water, electricity, even the big agricultural market. It's the nerve center for miles and miles around.
And that's not just government stuff. We're talking about everyday life. The town's got multiple banks, a community health center, a post office, all the things you actually need. It's a completely self-sufficient hub that really takes care of its people and everyone in the surrounding area. Okay, so we've talked history and we've talked modern life. But there's another side to Bari Sadri, its connection to nature and its role as a real economic powerhouse. The town itself is just beautifully positioned. If you look to the north, you'll find the Surya Sagar Lake, this gorgeous lake that was built way back during the princely era. And then head south, and you've got the scenic Shiv Sagar waterfall, tucked away in the hills. This bond with the land, with the water, it's a huge part of what makes the town what it is.
All right, I'm going to throw another number at you, and this one really shows you just how important the town is today. The number is 150. So, what do you think it is? Nope, it's not the population, and it's not the number of temples or anything like that.
150. That's the number of villages around Bari Sadri that depend on it as their main commercial center. Just let that sink in. That one fact shows you its massive influence right now. It is the economic heart for a huge rural area, the place where tens of thousands of people come for trade, for business, for everything they need.
So, we've looked at the heroic history, the modern-day facilities, and its massive economic role. Let's pull it all together and answer that big question. Why is this one small town so important?
Because here's the thing about Bari Sadri. It's not a museum. It's not frozen in the past. It's this incredible, living blend of a heroic legacy and a totally functional modern town. The story of Jalalaman Singh's sacrifice isn't just a nice tale they tell. It is the actual foundation for its identity today as a vital, thriving regional center.
And that leaves us with a really powerful thought, doesn't it? The story of Bari Sadri shows that a legacy built on something as noble as sacrifice can pave the way for a future built on strength and service to others. It really makes you wonder, right? How many other small towns just like this one have these incredible stories that are still shaping their future in ways we've never even noticed?